Hey, it's Carver, and today we are doing the unboxing of the Govee TV Backlight 3 Lite. So I already have the Govee T2, but not long ago last year, Govee came out with the TV Backlight 3 Lite. Well, I got really excited because first of all, I was like, okay, this is number 3. I have number 2. This is a big upgrade, but I was kind of confused and I was like, why is it called Lite? Does that mean that the 2 is better because it's not light? Or is the 3 Lite better because it has a 3 despite the word light? Well, first of all, let's just talk about what this is and then we'll talk about some of the differences. So what this is a light that goes on the back of your TV, and what it does is it actually projects behind the TV and onto the wall the same thing that is on your TV. So whatever image is playing, whether it's a video game, whether it's movies, whatever it is on your screen, it'll match the colors around, adding such a cool ambient effect that just makes watching and playing games that much more immersive. So how does it do it? Well, in this, there is actually a camera that goes on top of your TV and hangs over, and it sees what is on the TV, and that's how it matches. Now, at first you might think, well, something hanging above my TV, I feel like that might be distracting, but honestly guys, I'm a bit of a purist when it comes to my TV and cable management and things like that. However, you quickly forget that it's there, which is phenomenal. So this comes with one strip that goes on the back of your TV. The one I got is for 55 to 65 inch TVs, but they do have other sizes that you can get to make sure that it fits your screen, whether it's your computer monitor or whether it's your TV. And another feature that we're going to talk about later is your other Govee products. There's what's called DreamView, where you can attach your other products wirelessly to this camera system, and that way the light spreads out even more. So you're going to get to see some of that later with some other Govee products that I have that make the light go even further out, and it's that much more immersive. So let's go ahead and open this up. So taking a look inside the box, we will see everything that's in here, the strip of light that goes on the back, the camera, and we will take a closer look. So the first thing in here on top, as always, is the manual and other, just information, things that you need. We have the quick start guide that goes over how to actually attach it to your TV, which I will show you how to do that here in a bit. Right on top, we have the strip. This should be the light that you actually attach to the back of the TV. Let me open this real quick. Okay, here it is. Some quick information of what is different between the T3 Lite and the T2. So there are 30 LEDs per meter on here, or the Govee T2, I want to say, had 60. So the T2 actually has double the LEDs. However, this one is RGBICW, which means that this one actually has a white LEDs built in. I can tell you right now on the Govee T2, the whites honestly kind of show off like a lighter blue color. It's not that bad. However, I am excited to see how this can be more accurate whenever it comes to white on the TV screen. Okay, we have 3 tiny boxes in the box right here. So I remember from the Govee T2 is these are orange squares that you would actually attach to your TV to help it with the calibration. The camera picks up where these blocks are to make it more accurate. So you'll see me put that on the screen later. And then here we go with the actual camera itself. Ooh, seems so delicate. Oh, yeah. So right there is the camera itself. Something that's also different between the T3 Lite and the T2 is that this one has one camera. It says that the one camera is stronger than one of the T2 cameras. However, I have seen a lot of back and forth that the two little cameras on the T2, even though they're not as powerful as one, having 2 is still more powerful than the 1. I hope you kind of understood what I was saying there. But yeah, here's this. And it kind of has like a little anchor point where the screen kind of hangs on the screen kind of like this. Like I said, I'll show you all that a little bit later. So we got the camera right here. We got the actual LEDs that'll go on the back of the TV. in this box, let's see what we have. So this is the control box that'll actually go on the back. This is the control box that'll go on the back of the TV. So right here, we have the actual plug itself right here. Nice, slick, and black. Right here, we have what I want to say that goes right here. And the other one is for this right here. Okay, that makes sense. And then what's really awesome, especially if you love cable management like me and you don't want the cord showing outside of your TV, these little clips kind of go on your TV and hold the cord down. So yeah, let's take a closer look at everything that we have right here. Okay, so I'm actually going to be putting this light in my bedroom behind the TV here. So I'm super excited about that. This TV is honestly kind of boring. And what I'm going to do after I test out the T3 light and make sure it works, I'm going to get 2 Govee floor lamp 1s that I have and put them on each side of the TV, and we'll see how that looks too. So let's go ahead and take this TV off, see all the gross dust behind it, and go from there. Okay, so I'm now going to make sure that I wipe all the dust off here. Now, in the box, there was some actual cleaning pads, so that might help you out, but I'm just going to use this towel. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and attach the lights now. Now mine has a couple different angles, so I've been debating on, do I do it flat or do I actually do it at the angle and it might shoot out on the wall a little bit more? And I think I'm actually going to do it on the angle. The only thing is, for this side it'll be flat, so the bottom won't shoot out as much as the other ones, but I'll admit I'm kind of fine with that. So I'm going to go ahead and start attaching it. Okay, so I got the LED strip on the back of the TV. It's relatively simple. You just have to make sure you're precise, and then you do the little, there's a little trick to how you loop the corners to make sure the cord doesn't pull the strip up. But I'm gonna try to attach everything back to this TV, put it on the wall, and then I'll put the camera on and we'll run through a diagnosis and how to connect it through the app. All right, so I'm now gonna put the TV camera right here. There we go. Awesome. And let's get everything plugged in, and then we'll run the calibration and all of that. Okay, plugged in. Okay, lights are, they're on. Okay. Okay, it's actually on rainbow mode right now. Let me turn the lights off. And apparently the brightness must be pretty low right now. Let's connect it to the app and we'll go from there. All right, so I'm pulling up the app, the Govee app right here. I'm gonna click plus, and there is the device right there. So I'm going to connect real quick. I need to short press the on and off button. So I will do that. Here we go. So I'm gonna click for this. And here's a little tutorial video that comes with it. I'll let it play for a tiny bit. But you're gonna see me do all of this. So that's really nice. Whenever you get into the app, you'll actually see this. Okay, so after I install the light, it looks like this is how I pinpoint which way I did the LED. So this pops up and then you just choose which one it is for you. Of course you connect to Wi-Fi, I'm doing that off screen. And this is those little orange squares I was talking about. You put those on the TV. So after doing that, the camera will aim at them and you can adjust the camera angle. So see right here, the top is my TV and I have to adjust it for the orange squares. After adjusting the orange squares and making sure that everything is good, click next and everything. Okay, successful. Oh, upgrade right away. That is nice. All right, here is the menu right here. Feel free to pause and take a look at anything that you'd like to see. So we got our basic movie mode on top right there. Our colors, our scenes, our music, our share space, our DIY, AI, finger sketch. Right here you can actually adjust the brightness levels of certain sections of the TV, so that's really nice, and just add certain colors if you want to. Here are the scenes. So scenes are preset color modes if you did not know this. Honestly, with this device, I don't really use this section much, and I doubt you will either. You'll probably use the movie mode to match what's always behind your TV. This is just a little added effect if you just want to have some background colors going on. Sometimes I'll do this when I have parties at the house, and I'll just add some fun colors behind the music. So like I said, feel free to pause to see any of the name of these scenes, but I probably won't show a lot in the video. All you need to know is like it's patterns of colors that are kind of preset, so that's really cool. In the music mode, it's how it reacts to the music. Here's the share space where you can see what other people have created, so that's really cool. DIY, it actually works with a bunch of your other saved DIYs that people create. Finger sketch, so you can kind of customize it by little slots. And then over here, all the settings where you can do timers, calibrations, and everything like that. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the scenes. Okay, so in having the Govee T2 and then seeing the T3, I know that there's a debate between people on what's better, the T2 or the T3. The T2, better. The T2 is better. Even though this says T3, I think the T3 Lite and having less LEDs actually does have a big difference. Something that I'm noticing is when the picture is changing, I felt like on the T2, like the color would actually move and it wasn't like locked to sections. I feel like on the T3, or not what I feel like, honestly what it looks like is that there are sections that light up different colors. So it's like I'll see red, and on the T2 it would have been moving like this, but on this one, this one turns to red, and then this whole section slowly turns to red as the red is coming over here. It doesn't seem as smooth. It's more of the color is fading to different sections. I mean, it still looks good. That's not me hating on the T3. It still looks great, and it is cheaper than the T2. But I will say, I felt like the calibration was easier to get right on the T2. and the color transitions was a lot smoother on the T2. Still great, but after looking at some of the effects, let's go ahead and we'll connect 2 of the Govee floor lamps and attach it to this and see how that looks. Well, my friends, that is the Govee T3 Lite. It's honestly an awesome product with what it does. This wasn't meant to be a direct comparison, and honestly, I didn't do a lot of side-by-side comparisons, but the Govee T2 is definitely better than the T3 Lite, but the Govee T3 Lite is still a bang for your buck. It's still an amazing product. It seems like you have to calibrate it a little bit more, mess with the saturation a little bit more. It does do brighter whites, actual whites, which is amazing, but it seems like the one camera does have an effect on it. The 30 LEDs versus the 60 has a huge effect on how accurate the color seems to be. Is it still worth getting? You bet. You bet. If you got the T3 as a Christmas present, is it worth returning to get the 2? Maybe not. But if you had to choose between both of them at the same time, I'd go with the T2 every time. Guys, there's a lot of Govee products coming out lately. It seems like, I'm pretty sure next month the Govee Pixel Lite is coming out, so I hope I can get my hands on that and do a review of that. There's a couple other products that have come out, a new ceiling light and things like that. But yeah, guys, this has been Copper Carver. I love this product, I really do, and I'm glad that I have it in my bedroom. If I seem kind of negative, it's just because I'm strictly comparing it to the T2, which I do love. But guys, that has been the Govee T3 Lite, still a great product. Please like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.